Hello and welcome to the highest paying lap in the entire game, and if you're fast enough, most earnings per minute in the entire game. We are in Campionato Scuderia Ferrari, which is in the Legend series, and you just need the LTS upgrades, meaning the upgrades you used for the limited series to get access to this race. It's a head-to-head race, so it has no PR requirement, but to get this far, it's the very last race in the series, so you'll need some decent upgrades, but definitely don't have to be full like I am. Now, I'm going to do this race a few different times for you so you can see different ways to do it. And this time I'm fully upgraded, I'm playing by the rules, keeping it on track. Interesting right here, you have to lift for a little bit getting onto Mulsanne Straight. You just can't keep it full throttle. Now we're going to skip ahead because there's longer boring sections at this track. Look how fast you can drive through here, like braking so late. And it's very nice that way for the Mulsanne chicanes. Pay attention to where I'm driving. All of this is on track as far as Real Racing 3 is concerned. So you might as well maximize that. This corner can be a bit tricky. You might notice I am driving a little bit more careful. You'll notice that even more coming up because you hate to slide off into the sand. So this one we're keeping it really clean. The nice thing about this race is it's guaranteed earnings. So it doesn't matter how fast or slow you finish, you're gonna get the same earnings every time. The per minute earnings will change, but that's not necessarily a big deal for most people. They want the guarantee. And it's really not that hard to win this race. In fact, we're going to see if it's possible with a completely unserviced car. So we're coming to the last chicane here, and it's surprising how fast you can take this. Again, you have to pay attention to what's on track, off track for Real Racing 3. Everything I'm doing here is on track and allowed during a time trial. So let's look at another way to do this. But first, the earnings. Look at that, 5,200 fame for a lap, and I'm getting a TSM bonus. Now, what if you want to give them a head start because that's just so easy for you and you get bored? Okay, I'm going to do 3 complete donuts, which is going to give this guy a big lead. I don't know, probably 11 and a half seconds, I think. Something like that. I mean, by the time we can see the clock, it's 13 and a half, but it was probably 11 seconds. And I'm still going to keep it clean. Now, look how long it takes me to catch up. We're at the very end of the Mulsanne Straight. I'm just catching up now. And it's not till the very end of this section that I get close enough that I can set up an overtake. So it is challenging, and this is not an easy guy that I'm racing against. His times are really good, actually. Now, that'll throw his times off a little bit because I just caught it and made him get into the brakes a little bit. But still, this isn't... Ooh, and I was off track there. That's going to hurt my time a little bit, which will affect my earnings, but not the overall pay. I'm just talking earnings per minute, right? Either way, I'm getting 5,200. Okay, look at this. Look at the difference in specs. I'm totally unserviced. Okay, so I am not going to play by the rules because, again, I am not racing against an easy competitor. If you were doing this offline, it's probably possible without doing any nefarious things, but I don't know. I really didn't try. You might still have to do the pit maneuver or something. I'm going to avoid the pit maneuver, but take a massive off-track cut there, and he was already breathing on my bumper by the second chicane, but check this out. He just bashes me. So, this is not easy. And so now, I've got to be really careful. I've got to do some very aggressive blocking. So I got to keep my eyes on him and also make sure I'm not braking too late for my braking point. So here's the problem. You got to drive wherever the bot wants to drive, which means I need to get into not the greatest place for my braking point here. But I want to stop him from passing me. So this gets really dicey. Oh, he's on the outside. Okay, so I'm going to go, nuts, and then I go off track because my handling is way worse than normal. This car is hard at the best of times at low speeds, let alone you've got even less traction because of all that damage. Now look at this. He goes off track to try to pass me. I've never seen a bot do that. It's kind of crazy. So I thought, okay, I'm in the clear. He must be way behind me. And then no, here he is. Now, I don't know. I don't know if he did that to me or if I did that to him. I think he gave himself the pit maneuver. So, I don't know. Anyway, sorry, dude, but I'm still going to cut this last chicane. And you can see I'm slower. Don't forget, I was off track, so I lost some time there. So, earnings per minute go down. But look, I'm still getting my 5,200 fame, 38,835 R dollars. So, that's pretty good. Now, what if we just go, who cares about the rules? I'm going to take off track cuts. I'm fully serviced, obviously, is though. That's Maestro Geek. Oh, awesome. Maestro Geek is like an original racer. He's been playing this game longer than me. He also does YouTube videos. Check him out. You'll see his symbol at the end here. This is the most amount of fame I've ever earned per minute, more than the MP4X here. I think maybe 2,000 per minute is possible, if even faster. So please like, please subscribe, check out some other videos. Thank you so much for joining me today. Bye-bye now.